Alrighty, we are going to start today from me being completely lost in space. I'm going to be flying around, trying to find my way back using only wormholes. Well, not necessarily only wormholes, but wormholes in general. Today I'll be flying my Legion, which is cloaked off the station right now. You see, I'm making my way to Corona, which is where, we go. High sec area near Jita. And, see, I'm 30 jumps out. I don't want to make 30 jumps through a lot of sketchy space. And this is safe route. If I put it on shorter. You see, it is only 19 jumps, but that's no fun. We're going to find a way through all this. But there's a lot of point 2 systems in there. Those are definitely gate camped. And, let me check on my voice, or my noises over here. Because I think I have my notifications turned off, which I do need turned on in case somebody comes in and joins me. Yeah, I have all the things turned off. Okay, so now if somebody joins me, I can hear them come in. Hopefully they can ask some questions that I might not be covering. But the other thing about, like, scanning is that it's super easy. And during the middle of this recording, I might, stop and greet the people who come in. And so yeah, I'm not uploading this publicly. I'm just doing this for fun, the corp, and for the new people. Okay, so yeah, but we prefer shorter. We've got 19 jumps. If we prefer safer, we've got 30 jumps. So I don't want to risk going through low sec. I just bought this ship. I like this ship. I want to keep it for a little while. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fly over here. I'm gonna start scanning. I've already launched my probes, and yes, I loaded 80 freaking probe on accident. Don't ask. We're just gonna keep scanning down this. I've already scanned down some of it. One of the wormholes here leads to low sec, which is where I came from, which is how I got stuck out here. There's gate camps on each side of the system, so I decided we're gonna do wormholes to try and find our way back towards Jita. So I'm just going to continue scanning down. Scanning's pretty easy. I launched the probes, which you'll see here in the future whenever I go to... I'm going to have to go to another system. Like, there's just no way around it. And I'll also be doing a slight tutorial on how to navigate gates safely. Sometimes it requires a little bit of warping back and forth, so that way you can get that right distance away from the gate. So you don't get shot or caught in a warp scramble bubble, which I have countermeasures for bubbles. I don't have countermeasures for direct scrambles, and yeah, that sucks. There's no other. Okay, that's unfortunate. We're going to recall the drone, or the probes there, and we are going to... let's see real quick. What's around me? Bunch of point 3 and point 4 systems. What's up there? Those are point 4, point 2 systems. Okay, yeah, so basically right now I'm trapped in low sec. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over to, I think I have 2 instances of this window open. I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over to Scotland. And We're going to find where we are. So we're in Vard. All right. So not in Lone Trek anymore. We are in Vard. And we're going to set up for ship and pod kills because I want to see how active these systems are. Like, holy crap. Um, Somebody was fighting there. Holy crap, there's a lot of active systems over here. Wow. Okay. So stay away from there. Okay, Vard, where am I? I'm down here. Okay. So this isn't bad. This is not too bad. It looks like this is not a very active system today. So I think that's going to be my next target to check out. Just for safety, you know. Let's check jumps in the last 24 hours. Yeah, see, 300. That's not very many. And it looks like Dahl is pretty, you know, for a system in New Eden, that's a pretty low number. So that's not too bad. We can deal with that. So it looks like I'm gonna head towards Lanthorn, whatever you call it. So yeah, that'll be a thing. And we'll switch back over to window capture. Okay, so we are going to head over this 0.3 system, which that should be relatively safe, but just to be sure, we are cloaked. Cloaking devices are really, really helpful. If you can't afford or if you can't fly with a cloaking device, you should start training for it. And I just realized that my mic is peaking out, so up until this point, you're probably hearing some really terrible noises. My apologies for that. I am not editing it or changing it. Okay, so yeah, I'm just warping within 100 of this. Oh, yeah, that sketch. Yeah, just letting my corp know. But I don't necessarily want that being shown all the time, so I'm not gonna leave that open. Okay, so I see what's happening here. This is a frontier system. I just now realized that. So there's faction warfare sites here. That's why we see so many pirates and stuff, and that's why they're kind of sketchy in this area. This guy's brave. Holy crap. He an adventurer over here. You're right. I would not be an adventurer. That's not true. I do that all the time. Not an adventurer, but in a prospect. All right, so this looks relatively clear. So since it's relatively clear, I'm gonna warp over to the other one real quick. And this might take some time in doing, but it's a lot better than, the possibility of being gate camp from this side at least. To get to the other side, you're still running a risk, like. But like I said, that system does not look very active, so it doesn't look like anybody's doing any gate camping over there. Which it doesn't mean they aren't, it just means they aren't catching anybody, and it doesn't make sense for them to do a gate camp in that system, because, alright, so I'm going to warp to 0, but it doesn't make sense for them to gate camp there due to the fact that, why? Like, if you don't have a lot of traffic, why would you gate camp it? Warping to 0 off the first rip is always super dangerous, and I do not recommend it. I recommend staying cloaked as long as possible. And as soon as you jump through stargates that you're not aware of what's on the other side, you got to be ready to either cloak or warp away as fast as possible. Yeah, okay, so we're clear. So there's stations here, so that's good. We're going to warp within 100 of this station. And as we come out of cloak, I'm going to launch my probes. And then I'm going to go right back into cloaking. And you see we got a bunch of signatures here. I know that a lot of people have been like, how do you deal with the way that your screen is? Okay, I have a system. Just leave me alone. So we're going to just start at the top. It's going to be really boring, and it's going to take a lot of scanning, and I'm going to have to go through all of these to find me a nice wormhole. And then I'm just going to start wormhole jumping, which may or may not be dangerous. We'll find out. Maybe I'll blow up a $500,000 or $500,000,000-ish ship. Who knows? But yeah. Zoom in, you see, like, in the background, ship still cloaked. Always good to make sure that you're still cloaked. Alright, and so we have a split here. Splits are interesting because it's usually this one. The furthest one away from the center of where your probes were. Why? I don't know. I have no clue. It's just the way it is. And I usually set it to where it goes a little over halfway on the scan radius of it. I don't know. It seems like it works. So yeah, I do that. Even if you did scan, say I scanned at 4 AU before, and 4 AU like overreaches the whole thing, I'd still drop it down, like maybe depending on the situation. All right, cool. We got a wormhole right up the rip. But yeah, it's typically the one that's further away from the center of where your scan probes were. And if you click on these, it aligns to them. And you just gotta get as close as you can. Double click to flip up and down. And the first few scans, you just gotta be close. Doesn't have to be perfect. Be really great if this was a wormhole to like high sec or something, so I could get out of low sec, because I don't like low sec. Like I said, this could take hours, or this could be done almost immediately, depending on where we find a wormhole to. But yeah, wormholes are a good alternative to travel if you know what you're doing. Um, I might do the mapping of the wormholes. I'm typically going to label the ones that I come through from the root system that I go into as exits, but it's not necessarily going to be my exit. Warp within 10, because warp within 0 is almost, asking for death. Recover the probes. Don't forget to recover your probes. And yeah, I can't believe I loaded 80 of those on there. These things are expensive. Like, let's not get my nice new ship blown up. So we'll just stay cloaked. Yeah, my fit is not anything amazing. I don't have any special like stuff for scanning on this. Is a combat ship. Unknown parts of space, so it's not begun its natural cycle of decay. Wow, this is a brand new wormhole. Large ships can pass through. I'm not a large ship. I'm technically a medium ship, I think. But yeah, that's fine. Can lead to anywhere. So this is a good sign. So we're going to save the location. Never save it for more than 2 days, because, like, that shit gets cluttered. I am going to, for, training purposes, since I'm doing a tutorial, I'm going to name it 232 Wormhole. We're just going to name it Wormhole 2 J space. Since I don't know exactly where it goes, and submit it. And while we're cloaked here and in a safe place, and since this one's a new wormhole and I got time, we'll go ahead and show you how to map these things. We are going to be going to switch over the application to the Galaxy Finder. We're going to be using the Galaxy Finder. You have all these up here, and you can map stuff out using it. The root system I'm in right now is going to be Landthorn and save. Sometimes just click away and then click back. All right, Landhorn root. I'm there. I'm in Rockets Go Woos. That's my native ship. Okay, so we're going to. You can add all the stargates that are statics. Like they go to low sec, obviously. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to signatures. We're going to add signature ID, and that signature ID was WVI dash 232. And we're going to head and it's a wormhole, so we're going to go and just create that. And I'll show you what happens here afterwards. I'm pretty sure that I was showing the right thing just now. Let's make sure. Yes, I'm showing you the right thing. Making sure it didn't just show you a blank screen. Alright, so we go back to the application here. And I'm just going to fix my previews. Alright, so we've got the wormhole signature typed into the Galaxy Finder. We're going to approach this wormhole. It's going to be slow because this ship is slow. It's a lot faster in my stereo. Of course, that ship's faster than most ships. Love that ship. It's going to be a slow creep. I'm going to do a couple D scans. Look around me. I don't see anything, so I'm going to go ahead and come out of cloak and approach this wormhole. Rock mod on, so I will get that little extra oomph. The less time you're in space vulnerable, the better. Yeah, I'm way over in Minotaur space. Oh, it's way over here. Middle of freaking nowhere. Alright, we have J151516. I think I've been in this wormhole before. Alright, first thing you do, even before you uncloak, save location. It's going to be exit to, what was it, Lanthorn? Can't spell. Thorn? Is it Thorn? Thorn? I don't remember. Either way, I know what it is. That's what matters. Submit. Never forget to mark your exits. You forget to mark your exits, you're going to do a whole lot of extra scanning, and nobody likes doing extra work. Okay, so I'm going to hop back over here to the Galaxy Finder. And you see, it looks like you jumped into J151516 from Lanthorn. What signature you jumped? So I jumped through that one. We're going to check that, and now see it populates. So this is a C3 wormhole, and it has a static nullsec, which, not great. And my ship is uncloaking, so we're going to recloak real quick. Not the best wormhole that we're looking for right now, but it'll do. And assuming that there's other wormholes in that wormhole. Alright, we're going to go through and I'm going to do the same thing. So whenever I find another signature that is a wormhole, I'm going to input it into that, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to go back to Eve Online. I am going to do a couple D scans because I didn't scan. Should always scan. Get to scan. Alright, so wormholes below me. I'm going to fly directly up. What is relative up to me, just to get away from the wormhole a little bit. Since I have Covert Ops Cloak, I can uncloak very quickly. And since there's nobody on D-scan, which is very risky, so I'm going to click Reload All, which will reload all my probe scanners and stuff like that. Get them out of my inventory. It's bothering me. I don't know why. But yeah, I put 80 in here on accident. Don't do that. Only carry about, 12-ish. Alright, but we're going to launch. We're going to cloak back. And we're going to start fun time scanning. There's some interesting structures in here. But yeah, C3, I'm not too worried about. I think I can kill all the rats that are in here. And if I go to... deployables. Yeah, see, there's a couple wrecks in here, which means there's probably somebody doing ratting. We got customs offices, and I'm not seeing anything else. Up, 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 up. Yep. So that's not bad. Okay, so and there's a whole bunch of different ways to set your D scans. Like I just use what I think is good for me and how it works. So again, we're going to be centering along, and we're going to be scanning down everything in this wormhole. I don't know if you notice, we are still moving through space, so that way we can put a little bit more distance between us and that wormhole. Just in case somebody does cross between it and they don't come near me and decloak me. Just annoying. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna play it safe. And like I said, this is going to be like a probably pretty long tutorial. It's going to be like uncut, so feel free to speed up till the point where I get done scanning all this down. And I clicked away from it. It's not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to be getting close. Just notice the name of that, Denny Enduring. Okay. Not sure what that means. Alright, so if I had any video editing skills, this is where I would be inserting a montage. This is going to be a hard scan, isn't it? That one might not be scannable right now. I mean, it is scannable, but I don't feel like screwing with it. Yeah, it's a relic site, so not worth it. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'd always click in the center, drag it over, drag that relative, and then I'll zoom in and get it a little closer. I don't think I need to go to 8AU, but we're going to do that anyway. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, this is the fit I'm running. Nothing special. Covert Ops 2, just a compact medium booster, web of fire, just typical Legion build, and I'm just using an expanded probe launcher. I put the wrong probe launcher on my ship, and that's why I ended up with 80 probes in my ship, which is like, I don't know, probably like 50 mil, like it's not a good look. Like, so that's a mistake. Don't make that mistake. Don't be me. Yeah, we're just scanning down the system. It's going to be slow. It's going to take a minute. That's a gas site. Too bad I don't have gas uppers. Yeah, full disclosure, this is the first time I'm taking a Legion into wormholes. Normally I would do like ratting or something with this kind of ship, but since I got cut off because of apparently a very persistent gate camp in the system that I ended up in, that I was scanning, I decided, you know what? We're going to take this opportunity to show people how to get through space, like the unconventional way. Okay, that bubble's still pretty big, so we're going to leave that zoomed out. It's still a pretty big bubble there. Another gas site. Yeah, there's a lot of gas sites in this one. Of course, the one time I'm not mining or huffing or anything, this is when all the stuff shows up. Never there when you want it. I know that much. Okay. And another like weird pro tip thing is that you can move all these probes individually. You can also like scanning. But yeah, you can zoom in and you can move every single probe individually. I wouldn't recommend it because it's a pain in the butt. Oh, we got a new wormhole. That's gonna be the wormhole that I... Nope, that's not my exit. Okay, cool. So, since we found a wormhole, we're gonna recall that. It's probably gonna go to nullsec. I have a feeling it's gonna go to nullsec. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying is, like, your probes, you can hit Control and Shift, maybe Alt? I think it's just Control and Shift, though. One of the two, Alt or Control. And you can move your probes individually, or you can move them all in unison closer. Um, it breaks the formations that you have, but you can always click this and it'll go right back to formation. So we're going to take this wormhole, we're going to warp over in K, and double checking, yes, I have marked my exit, so we're clear and free. I need to scan for this ship. I don't really need my inventory open, so free up a little bit of room here. And I'm not running any booster. This booster is a cerebral accelerator, by the way. So I'm doing this raw dog. Okay, show info. Getting to K won't last another day. It leads to dangerous unknown parts of space. So this is probably another wormhole. Alright, we're going to save this location. Personally, I'm going to name it, what was this one? FZX928. Alright, nope, FZX, is it 928? Yep, 928. I'm going to set it for 2 days again. That way it'll expire once this wormhole... And, this one says it's beginning decay, so it has between 0 and 3 hours left. It's not been disrupted, so I'm not worried about it closing behind me. And at this point, it doesn't really matter because I'm wormhole hopping. I'm literally... Ooh, there's another wormhole. Is that the one that It might be the one that I came in on. The marker's over there. Yeah, it's probably one of these is the wormhole I came in on. An easy way to eliminate the one that you came in on is you click your exit location, zoom in on it, move your probes to right in the middle of that, and move it down to like 0.5 AU, and, you know, make sure that you're centered on it, and it should just pop it right up immediately. That way you can eliminate that one from your list. Okay, so that being said, we're doing mapping right now, so we're gonna go back to Galaxy Finder, and we are going to add the anomaly, which is this anomaly we're at here. Oh, I thought that other one was close. Oh, look. Somebody came through it. Yeah, see? This is why cloaking is good. Somebody came through that. As soon as I flipped over to the other screen, somebody came through there. And you could tell because it makes a noise. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's... I'm stupid. Don't... Just... Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be FZX or FZX, depending where you're at. 928, and we're going to just create that signature. We're going to ignore it, and then we're going to go back to the, And I'm gonna descan real quick, see if that guy. Nope, he just hopped away. He probably had already pre-scanned this wormhole. I'm gonna double check and make sure, yeah, it's beginning decay, so not disrupted. I've pulled in my probes, still cloaked. I'm going to quickly move over to the wormhole and jump as fast as possible because wormhole's apparently active. And I lost signal. There we go. Spatial phenomenons. Okay, so in this instance, I'm going to fly straight down. I launch probes. I'm going to go straight back into cloak. And no, I haven't marked my exit yet, so never forget to mark your exit. But I want to get these probes off of the wormhole. So I'm going to go ahead and send them out first. Actually, you know what? I'll show you how to do your own wormhole mark. That's way out there. Okay. Always double check, make sure you are. There's some towers in here. So this might be a inhabited wormhole. We don't want to hang out outside of cloak very often at all. And this one's way over there. Okay. We're just going to drop this one down all the way. I'm just going to put all those right there. And this way it'll automatically find the wormhole we're on. And we are going to mark it before I forget. Save location. And this is wormhole. And I'm just going to name it exit. And submit that. And see, alright, so we already found it's PXP 104 in the list. So PXP 104 is already eliminated from the list. We only have two other signatures in this one, so this system might be a bust. Alright, we're going to switch back over to our Galaxy Finder. And Galaxy Finder is like, which one'd you go through? It's the one that I added because I'm lazy and I didn't add them all. Oh, look, here we go. We got a C3 and a C2. So that's not bad. So that means that the one that we just came through will be that C3 static exit. More than likely, there could be another C3 exit, one of the other anomalies. But yeah, so this is more than likely going to be the C3 that I just came from. And we're going to be looking for this C2 or possibly a high-sec wormhole. Alright, so hop back over to our EVE Online here. See, there's people going in and out of that wormhole. This is an active wormhole, so we need to scan and scan fast. Alright, over there. Sometimes if you can't click on it, try clicking the sides or the middle. Just however you can get a hold of your little marker thing here. We're going to go to 8. So we're going to try and get through this wormhole as fast as possible. Yeah, see somebody just come through the wormhole again. They're rolling it. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay, maybe he's not rolling it. It looked like he was rolling the wormhole, but he decided not to. What are the stats in this? Capacitor, shield. Oh yeah, so I don't want to get caught up in a battle in this one. Alright, there's the other wormhole. Like I said, the title of this is Lost in Space. So we're lost on the other side of space and we're trying to get home using wormholes and high-sec jumps. We're trying to avoid null-sec and low-sec space, so that's why we're doing this. And typically you're going to have a better way to do this. This is just a hypothetical. You'll probably not be trapped somewhere in the middle of space doing nothing. Alright, we're going to warp within 10.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to go ahead and put this one into the Galaxy Finder. So this is signature Victor Alpha Quincy 933. And it is a wormhole. Create the signature. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and recall my probes right now. A couple D scans while we're going across. Okay. That's not bad. There's nothing else in there. 0. Yeah, this is an inhabited wormhole for sure. Looks like they're in the middle of the system, though. Probably close to this star as an anchor point. I don't know a whole lot about anchoring, but I'm pretty sure you have to have a point in space to do it in. Alright, there's our wormhole. Oh, why are we so close? Click 10 AU. Oh, I guess I'm 10 AU off that. Yeah, that's something you gotta be aware of. If I were to come at this angle, I would have been really close and I would have come out of cloak. We're gonna move off of that a little bit and show info. You can also click this one to show info. Leads to dangerous parts of space. So yeah, this is going to probably be the... What was the other one inside of this? Sorry. People talking to me. Okay, so... Alright. I'm far enough off of it. I'm gonna stop. Alright, so this is heading to unknown space, which is most likely J space. I don't know of any other space that it would be. And since this wormhole has a static C3 and C2, I'm assuming this is going to be the C2. So for right now, I'm just going to save this location, wormhole C2 possible. And we'll save that for a little bit. I'm going to try and stay away from the middle of this system for right now. And we're going to come out of cloak really quick. And then launch probes. I should have just left them out. And that happens. And then we're going to recloak. Alright, so this is the last one in this system. This doesn't turn out to be what we want. We will go ahead and something. What was it saying? Oh yeah, we will go ahead and push off into this C2 system. But since these systems look like they're really active, I'm being very, very cautious. I'm not moving more than I need to. They're gonna see my probe scanners. And And that's a big deal because it means that they can see that there's somebody in this wormhole. And if there's active players in here that are pirates, and there apparently are, I saw that pacifier and metamorphosis come through a while ago. Yeah, it's probably going to be an active wormhole space, and I don't want them to find me, so we're just going to try and get out of it as quick as possible while still making progress forward. And I know a lot of my corporation, you guys couldn't be here today because of, like time scheduling constraints. It's the same thing for me. I have to work this evening, so that's why I'm doing this now. Um, I might try to do a little bit of time lapse. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have Adobe Premiere or anything like that, so this is going to be just kind of a you get what you get situation. Yep, there's that pacifier. Okay, cool. We got another wormhole. Yeah, these guys are hopping these wormholes left and right here. Possible they could start trying to roll them, seeing that I'm in the system, and they could, like, try and trap me here. Which is something that happens, because people are buttholes. Alright. Okay, so I got that wormhole scanned. This time, we're going to warp within 20. Okay, so I have everything scanned in this system. While I'm in warp, I'm going to put this one into my galaxy thingamabobber. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so this is going to be green, yellow, tile 636. You're going to create that. Slap this. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? Beginning decay, it leads to unknown parts of space. Ooh, okay. So we have two wormhole exits. So this one might not be my C2. So we're going to go ahead and save location. This is a wormhole to J space. Because we don't know what this is now. We're going to slowly approach this one. We're going to stay in cloak all the way up to it this time. Because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff around us here. But since that other guy was coming in and out of that other wormhole, I have a feeling that there's might be a static to like null sec or low sec or something, considering that they were pirates. So, yeah. These wormholes are decaying, so, I'm not going to be screwing around with them too long. We're going down the wormhole rabbit hole, so to speak. Alright, I'm impatient, so we're going to boost. Because these guys have to know I'm in system. Like, they have to know. Oh no, proc mod, come on. I'm fat and slow. Oh, wait, this is a C4 that I'm in. Hold on. Oh, no, okay, never mind. I knew that. I thought that I had jumped through another one. Okay, what do we got in here? Ooh, we have a free port in here. Interesting. Never see free ports. What is this name? Okay, before we get too active and crazy about it, we're gonna save location. I don't trust free ports, by the way. Wormhole exit, just because that's the wormhole we came through originally. Um, but yeah, I don't trust free ports in JSpace. I have a lot of signatures here. We're going to go ahead, recloak. We're going to go ahead and send these probes out to get them away from us. Because, see, these probes are all they surround us when we launch. So if somebody were to come through the wormhole, see them probes sitting there, they would fly up to it and start flying around in it, especially in like a fast tackle ship or something. And they would probably decloak us. So we're going to get the fuck away from that. Who owns this free port? I'm just curious. Manhor Industries. Interesting. Sons of Bane. Who are these guys? Seen Deadly Flowers before. Yeah, I don't trust these guys. I don't trust that. Alright, so that's there. I'm gonna hop back over to my Galaxy Finder real quick. And I went through the wormhole. What was that last wormhole? I think it was Green Yankee Kyle. And this is a C2 wormhole with a high sec static. Okay. We are in, we are working, cooking with fire now. Any luck, we'll be able to get into high sec and then take safe high sec routes back to Jita. Because I'm going to be going back to Jita. Scanny, scanny. That's a relic site. Of course it is. Alright, we are looking for that nice high sec warp. I don't think I checked the side of that one. I use two PCs to play. That's why I'm hopping back and forth, by the way. So, see this program that I'm recording with called NDI. You need a, nope, this one. If you need a passage, not the right word, a stream, I guess, from a PC on your local network, it's really good freeware. You just run the studio monitor, which is what this program is, and then the screen capture on the other one. You can use it with OBS and stuff like that too to monitor it. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, relic data site. Oh man, normally I'd be all over these, but since I've already got a little bit of scan on this one, we'll go to there because I do a lot of data and relic sites. Those are one things that you can have like that you run into. This one I'm gonna leave at 4. I could have brought it in a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it at 4. Just because it didn't quite cover it at 2, and I don't feel like fucking with it. You know, like, trying to find the way out of the wormhole. We're trying to get home. We're lost in space. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Okay, while we're doing that, do a quick scan. Yeah, those are my core scanners. My quality just went to poopy. Hopefully it picks up again. My cell phone, no. We're gonna leave it at 4 again, because we got this ring thing. I hate these rings because they're so deceptive. They're never correct. Oh, my air conditioner finally kicked on. I don't like using air conditioners, because I like conserving energy. Okay, so, I don't know if you see what I see. This is going to be the wormhole that we're at. It's exactly what this is going to be. Yeah, that's way too close. So, we're going to go ahead and just move this down here. See, that's one good reason why I said that it's good to go ahead and just focus on the location that you're at the wormhole, or if you have it marked or whatever and you had to warp away. This saves you a lot of time because look at that. I just scanned down that whole freaking wormhole and it was the wormhole that I came through. We are looking for the high-sec wormhole. Okay, this one, since I got this thing before I knew what it was, we're just going to pick a side. Since I was scanning over in this direction, I'm assuming it's probably going to be over here. I don't know why it's always the one that's... It's okay, I shouldn't say always. It's typically the one that's furthest away from your center of scan. So, in this case, we're going to make it a little big to where it goes actually all the way across. And hopefully that'll give us close. Really a relic site? Oh man, look at that. The sizable perimeter. Natural gas. It'll give you ideas. And we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Since it's such a big cross section. And I don't know which one I scanned first. I'm betting that it's probably gonna be this side because I scanned this and I think it was over here. So I'm willing to bet that's where it was. Okay, see, yeah, here we go. See, I was wrong. It's probably this side. Whoop. That always sucks when you do that. You grab one of the other sides of it that you're not looking at and just goes frickin' crazy over everything. And you can make this bigger. I don't like it that big because I like to see local chat and my my corporation chat, which like I said, I have covered right now because I don't want too much of that in the video. I don't know if you noticed earlier when I briefly opened my assets, I have stuff scattered all across the galaxy. So, alright, this one might go a little bit bigger. Since I was doing scanning around these, it narrowed it already a little bit. So I was able to go at 4 AU. So it saves me a step, you know. It's worth it, in my opinion. And like, reason I started to do this tag along is that, I went through a system and I was doing an escalation. And, once I got out of it, or once I was heading to it, I realized that, oh shit, I had flown into a gate camp. So I had to do the best I could. I actually turned on my interdiction unit and nullifier rather, and it actually worked for once. I got away from it, and that made me pretty happy, knowing that I was like, I don't know if I'll ever use that. And I was sitting there thinking maybe I should put a warp stabilizer on it instead. But to be completely honest with you, if I have just one warp scram from one ship on me, I could probably take them. Okay, this one, for some reason, I can't get it in the circle. There we go. We're going to go ahead and drop down. This one might be a hard scan. Wait. Oh, no, okay. See there? I should have made it bigger. It's not going to do anything. If I get anything on it, it'd be pure luck. Yeah, see? So apparently I've already crossed over this one a little bit. I can go down to 2. That'll save me a few extra steps, even though I did scan it an extra time. Always got a D scan. I haven't been doing much of because I'm cloaked. I'm not too worried about somebody finding me. I didn't find nothing. Okay. Here's an interesting thing where it's a little over 2. I'm just gonna pull these out. I was holding control to do that, by the way. It was control. And see, that didn't help me none. So, we're just gonna go back to 4. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a situation where I could use as an example. So I figured I might as well use the example and then go with it. Alright, so we have... Wow. That's weird. We're just gonna go with this one. We're gonna reset our scale here. Or our formation, rather. I'm gonna leave that one on the edge. Yeah. We'll do it like this. That'll work. I bet you I get it. I'll probably get it. You see, this... Getting through space can be very time consuming. I don't have... Even though I do a lot of scanning, I don't have a whole lot... of course. Central Calista Sparkling Data Site. Oh, man. I bet you there's good stuff in there. Okay, yeah, this is a relic site. I don't have relic modules on me, or I'd show you how to do that. Yeah, like I said, we're lost in space. For whatever reason, we got stuck in the place that we're in. We're just gonna go big. Yeah, for whatever reason, we got stuck. We're either a wormhole closed behind us, or in my instance, there was a gate camp between me and where I needed to go back to Jita. And yeah, those things do happen. It is a thing that does happen. Like, I know I entered into a wormhole with my skiff one time, and I forgot to bring a mobile depot. So I had to abandon the skiff and jettison. Somebody found it later, and I was like, hey, good for you. You know, congratulations. You found my stiff skiff. It's all yours. So I just had to, I didn't have to abandon ship. I could have just blown it up. But, you know, somebody crawling around in a wormhole found it, and, you know, good on them. They made a profit. But, yeah, I had probes. I had a probe scanner and everything with me. But, yeah, I forgot my mobile depot. Oh, yeah, what did this say? Speaking of mobile depots, what was this one? Please contact Jason Klassen for any questions on this hole. Hmm, that's a first. Never seen that before. Okay. A 54? Oh, wow, there's a lot of moons in this one. No wonder it's an active one. Alright. Am I still, like, Man, I'm still close to this thing. And since this is wormhole, I'm going to go ahead and add the number onto it, which is Edward Victor Jackson. Sure. EVJ 22. Oh, 220. So EVJ J dash 220. Right, right, right. Yep, EVJ 220. We'll create that signature. All right. This one will work within 10.
Warp drive active.
I probably shouldn't. I probably should wait. I'm going to wait until I decide to jump to pull in my scanning probes. I'm going to kind of multitask here a little bit. That way I can pull the scan probes away from where I'm going to be, just in case somebody decides to be a butthole. They're shooting at me. Okay, we found the high-sec wormhole. Awesome. So this is going to be save location wormhole to high-sec. This is the wormhole that we wanted. All right, awesome. Fantastic. We're going to uncloak and approach it. Watch it be like Tama or some shit. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. We were looking for a hole back to high sec. Slays! Okay, that didn't help us too much. 18 jumps. Okay, 15 jumps. But again, not necessarily the point of this tutorial. Look at that. That is a cool looking background for this system. Watch your nuts. Um, point of this tutorial is I'm lost in space. And we're going to go ahead and put this on my... Yeah, like, as you can see, we're still very far away from the Citadel. So, yeah, that's a long jump going through Evershore and everything else. Like these are not bad systems to jump through, to be honest with you. And if you weren't comfortable with going through wormhole space, this wouldn't be a bad go through. Yeah, that's not too bad, honestly. So, that would be doable. And let's see what the safer we're probably going to come out of. All right, so stop and recloak. Did I pull my probes in before I jumped? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to end up jumping back in anyway. Okay, so yeah, we're going to look at the safer method. Yeah, the safer method is pretty much the same. There's a couple extra jumps right here. That's what it is. So, yeah. What is this? Oh, it's a search button. Yep. Neat. Okay, so this is going to be wormhole to J172354. And I know that because I plotted it. And I was there. I seen it. Alright, so again, we're going to reapproach the wormhole. Since we're in high sec, I'm not too worried. Yeah, I could make it home from here. Like, I could make it back to Jita from here. But I would like to see what other wormholes are here. I'll fly straight down. Nope, I did pull in my probes. Okay. Yeah, that button right there, that connect with lost probes, that allows you to reconnect the probes that you didn't pick up last time. The probes are out. We're going to go back. Cloak. But yeah, like, once you're back into high sec, and you can take a high sec route going back to wherever you are, even if it is a bunch of jumps, um, since you have Concord on a lot of high sec gates, you're probably safe. You probably are going to take a while to get back, and I would still suggest if you have to pass through like a low sec system to continue to do the jump off the gate style thing, um, and never leave home without your cloaking device. And there is a thing like if you're in a smaller, quicker ship that can align really fast, you can you know, be prepared to literally just warp away as you approach the gate. Like say I'm going to like this. Pretend this is a gate. It's not a gate. I'm going to warp to within 100, and then as soon as this drops out of saying that you are in warp, you automatically go ahead and start warping to something else. And just kind of like take a look at what's near the gate. So if you have a fast enough ship with a fast enough align, um, you should get away if there was a gate camp there, because they'd have to travel the 100 kilometers first and then tackle you, which they could be prepared for, because like I know I have like my Asterio, um, that thing travels very fast. Oh look, we got another wormhole. Cool. My Asterio travels at um 3K a second. So, you know, travel 100K is only a few seconds. Not very long, you know? It's fast. So, yeah, keep that in mind. This is probably going to be a nullsec or wormhole space hole, because I don't think I found the other exit for this wormhole. Yes, this is a high sec and C3 static wormhole. So yeah, probably not the wormhole we wanted. These are not the wormholes you're looking for. Alright, since I have that scanned down, I'm gonna go ahead and scan these, at least till I can see what they are. If there's any extra wormholes in the system that aren't statics. Yeah, like I said, normally you would have taken that exit to Slays. That way you would have been in high sec. Um, and that way you would have the comfort of having Concord at the gates. Try to stay away from other low sec or null sec systems. And look at all of them just scatter around. But so that way you could, you know, you wouldn't have to worry too much about it. It's still, you know, no safest space. No sa no space is safe, but high sec is definitely a little safer. It is not safe, but it is safer. So yeah. And the fact that there's a free port here, like, makes me wonder if there's scrams around it or something. It just seems like a honeypot, you know, like, it seems like a honeypot. Maybe they're a legit group of wormholers, I don't know. But I'm not gonna risk it. Look, there's all three of these that I haven't scanned are right here. Oh no, that was the relic site. Okay, yeah, so another data site. Why did I do that? Not what I meant to do. I'd laugh if it just went boop. There it is. It's not going to, though. Okay, yeah, this one's going to be 4. I figured that was going to happen. Alright, yeah, we got a split. See, this one's really close to where I was. So I'm betting that it's down here. I'm gonna leave it so that way my edge of my scan radius is on that one. Because it's probably somewhere near this line. Not 100% sure exactly what that means. I think it means that it's like a ghosting point. Like that you're getting 2 returns, like, I don't know, maybe like the Doppler effect or something. Or their version of it in this game. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. But I really would like to find another static high-sec wormhole and get closer. Um, yeah, close enough. And so far we got 3 of them in this system. Yeah, so the EVJ one was the high sec. Yeah, see, that's a relic site, so still worth knowing. EVJ was my high sec one. Um, you can also say, uh-oh, you know, like, I forgot which one's which. I have this one marked. It's my exit wormhole. And that was the DZU. I know that EVJ was the high sec one that I was at. I'm still floating around. And so the XZC. Did I mark that one? No, I didn't. Okay, so I haven't seen that one yet. We're gonna within 20 this one.
Warp drive active.
Alright, we got our probes in. Okay, so we're off of this wormhole. Unknown part of space, so we got another wormhole jump. Alright, again, I'm gonna hop over to my galaxy finder, which is wormholes.neweden.io, by the way. Yeah. And we're gonna type in the signature ID again, which is the XZC or Z 749. And we're going to warp it, or mark it rather, save location. That's the wormhole. You can just XZC, you know, if you're wanting to be lazy like I am. So, if we don't find a high sec in the next wormhole, then I'm just going to come back and I'm going to take this high-sec wormhole exit and then I'm going to warp back. Because, you know, it is easier at that point. Yeah, I'm going to D-scan real quick. Okay, there's nothing near us that I can see. We're going to speed up. My ship is fat. And typically I'd be doing this with an Asterio if I was planning to be in a wormhole, you know. Um, or this ship, which is, I think, a C3, C4 ratting build. I've got one more boost to go. Um, okay, so we jumped over here to this wormhole space. This wormhole space has a null sec static. So, alright. Fly straight down. Get out of cloak. I'm gonna launch probes. I go back in. Um, I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna straight up analyze because. Oh no, they changed it. A long time ago, it would actually center where the probes were. Now it goes to the sun, to the star in the system. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and scan this, the spot that I'm in. We're just gonna go ahead and scan this, so that way we can get this wormhole out of the way. 'Cause there's a lot of signatures in here. Okay, so that picked up YPD, so that eliminates one at least. All right, so let's scan down the other one, see if we can find a better high sec exit. Honestly, even a low sec exit that's closer to Jita. And like I said, if we don't find anything in this system, that's going to be it. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to take that high sec jump to Slays, and then I'll just fly back. Because, to be fair, under 20 jumps isn't too bad. Take you about a half an hour probably in a fast ship, maybe less. So, you know, that's not a bad jump. But it sure beats going through a low sec gate camp. So, yeah. Yeah, hold on. I'm just looking at my the thingamajigger. I hope that's not locked up. Is it? It is. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna flip over here anyway. The Galaxy Finder does some interesting things. Like at the bottom, it shows me the most secure routes. Like if I'm going to Jita, it shows me that I can go back and go through Slays. And if you look at all these systems, they're all 0.6, 0.5s, 0.9s, 8s, 6.5, 6.5. Yeah, see, these are all high sec systems. So these should be relatively safe systems. Nothing's ever safe completely, but apparently I'm close to Stockmon. All right. Okay, well that's interesting. Either way, that last wormhole that I scanned was indeed a gas site. So let me reset the view here. My computer is a potato, so that's why this does this. Um, Ooh, we got people coming through the wormhole. Yep, somebody came through that wormhole. I haven't seen them warp off yet. Oh, yeah. Always mark your exit. Okay. Yeah, somebody called my cell phone. Holy crap. Sent me like 3 text messages. It's a wormhole. Yeah, if we don't find any high-sec exits that are closer from here, then I'm just going to call it, and we're going to go ahead and take the exit out into Slays. Somebody came through this wormhole, and they haven't decloaked. Or maybe they did and I missed it. But yeah, somebody's in this wormhole. Alright, we're going to warp in 20.
Warp drive
But we're
active.
going to keep scanning. I should have probably gotten further away from that wormhole than where I was. I'm just going to scan at 8 at this one. Reaching the end of its lifetime. Yep, okay, so this is a... That's another J space or wormhole space wormhole, so... We're going to just fly in the opposite direction from this. Just that way we pull away from it in case somebody comes through it so they don't uncloak on us. Or uncloak us, rather. It'd be a lot easier. Yeah, I'm hoping I find a high-sec wormhole here, and it's closer. If not, like I said, just gonna go back to Slays. But once you find a high-sec static, you know, like, that's a pretty good find if you're lost, for sure. I don't think it... No, I've not scanned that one at all. So we got a couple more here. And like I said, you notice I haven't been descanning much. I haven't been descanning as much because I'm cloaked. Cloaking provides you a little bit of security, at least. in most situations. And since I have a covert ops, the gas site, I can warp while I'm uncloaked, so that saves me from having to, decloak, warp where I need to, recloak. Covert ops is great. I think I already scanned this one a little bit, so I can turn that down to 4. Watch me totally miss it. Oh wow, nailed that one. Relic site. Yeah, we're burning through these right now. I'm setting awkward, hold on. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. See the bubble. If I find anything on that scan, I'll be surprised. Probably won't. Found other things. Yeah, we're gonna bubble that out a little bit. Alright, how long has this video been so far? I've been at this for an hour and a half. Yep. Okay, so 2 more. If nothing else, this is like a good instance of like real-time scanning, hopping through wormholes, how to navigate them, and almost gotta be a lot bigger. Like, it is difficult to grasp at first. So, yeah. I'm willing to bet I'm probably not going to find any other high-sec wormholes right away. And I really hope the other one isn't rolled when I get back to it. Because that could be a problem. And, you don't know, rolling is the act of making a wormhole unstable to the point where it closes. It's risky for the person who's rolling it because they could either get stuck in high-sec space or whatever space the wormhole connects to, or they could get stuck in, you know, J space or whatever it is, like basically the opposite side of where they want to be. So it does happen. And people do roll wormholes, but they usually use like a praxis. If you ever see praxises hanging out near wormholes, they're probably rolling them. And the wormholes will polarize, depending on how much traffic has gone through it. Meaning you can't go through them, by the way. Okay, we got another wormhole. Alright. Honestly not expecting any of these to be wormholes. Where did this one go? This one. Another J-space hole, so since I'm not going to be taking that one into J-space, I'm going to just not mark it and not worry about it. Okay, There's our other wormhole. We're gonna warp in 20,
Warp drive active.
and we're gonna continue scanning this down. This one, I don't know where we started at, so we're just going to stick this on one of the ends. We're gonna set it to 4 and just let her eat. I'd laugh if this has ended up being a high-sec wormhole. Ooh, it might be. Nope, null-sec. So this is not the wormhole I'm looking for. Yeah. Scan this really quick. Sometimes my mouse sticks to like my table because it's like super warm here. It's another wormhole. Wow, I was not expecting that to be another wormhole. But yeah, since we're not going to be taking that J space or that null space wormhole exit, I didn't mark them. Not worth it right now. And if you're ever just straight up lost in a wormhole, you can always go to Eve Scouts. They provide wormhole recovery services for a fee. Um, I've never had to use them personally because I'm really pretty good at getting through wormholes. Alright, since that's the last one, we're going to recall our probes this time. We're going to warp over to it and see if we have a high-sec wormhole. Or at least one that's closer. If those would have been low-sec wormholes, I probably would have jumped through it to see what's in it. But since it's not, I'm not gonna. Or you could go further down the rabbit hole and keep following other wormholes until you find one closer to home. Wherever home may be. Like I said, in this instance, I was gauging as Jita, the unknown space, so that's another J space wormhole. So we're gonna just warp to 0 on this one. Warping to 0 is always risky. You should only do it if you are 100% sure that you can get through the wormhole fast enough. And let's hope that it is not rolled. If this wormhole is rolled, then yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm gonna have to deal with. Automatically targeted on the overview because I'm gonna decloak right as I get off of warp. Yep. All right. Jump the wormhole. Jump the wormhole. Jump the wormhole. Jump the wormhole. That is a covert op ship, so we are going to. Fuck, he jumped. Okay, so this is going to be a really scary situation. I'm gonna double click away. As soon as I move, okay, cloak, 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 cloak. Go back to cloak. Okay, cool. We got away. We're gonna go back to high sec.
Warp drive active.
He came through that wormhole behind us. Or he might not have. He just came through it. Or he might have been cloaked off of it. I don't know. It's possible either way. But yeah, he was chasing us. For sure. So yeah, basically what I did is as soon as I started to see my momentum going up on my thing down here, I immediately cloaked because with any luck, you'll get cloaked before they can get a lock on you. And since I do have an interdiction nullifier, I can just activate that and warp away if they do bubbles. But in order to do a scram, they have to obviously lock onto you. So we're going to change this to safer route, which is 18 jumps. So, yeah, it's not the best way to get back because you're going to be doing a little bit of time
Warp drive
flying
active.
around. But I got back to high sec space. I'm safe. Technically, it's only a point 0.5 system, so yeah, still high sec. And that concludes this. It might not be coming out exactly where you want to be, but you know, it is what it is. It could be a lot worse. You could be stuck somewhere and have to go through a million freaking wormholes before you find a high sec. I'm just going to dock at this for a minute. I gotta make a phone call after this.
Docking permission
Yeah,
requested.
that's gonna conclude it. The big takeaways from this is if you're stranded somewhere, don't panic. Um, always carry the proper tools for going through wormholes. For me, is a cloaking device. You should be training to cloak regardless of what you want to fly or what you want to do. Covert Ops Cloak is going to save you a lot. Um, you need to possibly have a mobile depot on hand. If you don't have anchoring, I think you only need level 1 for mobile depots. Um, it's a good idea to have them. Um, have like a probe scanner and probes in your cargo hold. You don't need frickin' 80 of them like I accidentally loaded into mine. Um, but just don't forget to recall your probes to scan. Make sure that you're in safe locations when you're scanning. If you're not in a cloak ship, then hope you're in a cheap ship. But yeah, when you get stuck, don't panic. There's a way back home. Might not be the way that you prefer, and you might have to go through all this mess right here. Um, but this is going to be a relatively safe jumping environment back to home. You know, like I'm going to Jita, so I'm going to be coming through perimeter. So yeah, none of these are systems I'm worried about. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not a bad path. So yeah, that concludes it. Any questions or whatever, well, feel free to message me. You know where to find me.